No investment advice provided. These opinions are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Swayzers here. I hope everyone's well. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. 22nd of June, 2021. It's 11:37 a.m. A lot of stuff moving. A lot of stuff selling off. Interesting times in the markets. Right, what we're going to do in this quick video, guys, is we're going to have a quick look at AVCT on the date. We'll start off on the daily chart, right? Because we drew this chart out. I drew this chart out. I always talk about Swayzer's charts as a third entity, which is really strange, right? In the third person, even though it's me. But anyway, right? So we drew AVCT out a while back. We detected that price had hit this key level, then started to sell off. Then it created this downtrend within the macro channel, and then yesterday a big sell-off. Now I'm looking for re-entries, looking to re-enter AVCT, looking for an entry, should I say, with AVCT. I wasn't in this sell-off move. We predicted successfully AVCT before. I'm always wary when price hits key levels and then starts to sell off. We get some significant candles at these levels of resistance. So we've got the macro chart, as we can see. What I would do with AVCT, rather than just like FOMOing in because I think it's cheap and all the rest of it, we're going to look for setups, which is permission to enter the market, not financial advice, of course. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So what we've got, screw down to the 4-hour chart, right? So it translates quite well. It migrates well from the daily to the 4-hour chart. So we've got the 4-hour chart. So AVCT. So every candle's 4 hours of trading now. We're on the 4-hour. So we can see that price was kind of like a rangy downtrend, sold off. Now I've not adjusted this chart whatsoever from when I drew it weeks ago. I've not adjusted it at all. But it looks like we're relatively accurate with the technical analysis because it appears that we've got some sort of support forming on the 4-hour chart. So we've got 20, at the moment we've got 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes left on this 4-hour candle. Would this candle be a setup to enter? Not necessarily at the minute. There's a little bit too much of a wick on top. I'd like to see the buyers come back in a little bit more. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer for a little bit more confirmation. I need to see that the buyers are coming back in. Tail bars are lovely, but there's too much of a tail personally for me at the moment. 20 minutes left. Let's see how this candle closes, and then let's see how the next 4-hour starts. So I won't go into too much detail about setups and how you use a setup and where you enter and what you gotta wait for price to reach a certain level and all the rest of it. That's a separate video. I don't really get into setups as such. On Twitter, we teach our system of technical analysis in Swayzer's Charts Discord, of course. Let me know if you're interested in joining. We've got some special discounted offers at the minute. I need to make a new promotional video about that, which I will do soon. However, back to AVCT. So I'm going to delete this trend line here because this channel's now obsolete. So we get rid of that. Right, so what we're looking at, this is how I saw this particular channel. It seems to be panning out. We had the market structure for the drop, which it did. It dropped. Currently, on the daily chart, it looks like some support is forming, but we've got 5 hours 23 minutes left on the daily. Okay, and then we screw down to the 4-hour. It looks like there is support forming at the moment. Let's see how it pans out. If we get a decent close, I might look to get into AVCT today. There's a lot of market structure up ahead if we are finding support, but sometimes the market makers will try and trick and trap us to think that support's coming in and then boom, they'll sell it off. We mustn't rush in. Fools rush in at the end of the day, right? We can't FOMO in, fear of missing out. We can't use our emotions when we're looking at these markets. We shouldn't approach them. We should approach them without emotion if we can, with a strategy, whether it's strong fundamentals coupled with some technical analysis, either or. And we don't just look at rampers and retweeters and see what they've got to say. Rampers and retweeters on Twitter, guys, are not your friends. Okay, I'm not saying that there's not good guys out there. Of course there's good guys out there with proven track records. However, there's many rampers and retweeters that'll want to make you FOMO in because they've got an agenda. Sometimes that agenda is the opposite to what your idea is. So you might be reading a tweet. It might make you, or try and make you FOMO into a move. And then the next day it sells off 25, 30%. You think, oh my God. You sat there shaking your head, scratching your head and thinking, oh my God, what happened? You know, all the FOMO on Twitter was saying this thing will go into the moon, and it's done the exact opposite. So this is how we can use technical analysis to try and analyze what is going on. Because at the end of the day, guys, you've got to realize, right, price is king. Right, each candle represents price. It's price action. So there's so many different components that go into what motivates and what moves price. This is why we can use this system of technical analysis to gain an advantage in the markets. All right, and we've got a great track record now. We're nearly a year old on Twitter. On the 27th of this month, we'll be a year old on Twitter. And, you know, exciting times. We've come through some ups and downs, through attacks from certain individuals that do not want to see us offer this system of TA to the masses. I believe it's a true skill of empowerment. Many of the students have done extremely well. They've been working hard in the background, and we come up with winning ideas. It's all about trying to come up with winning ideas and hitching a ride with the market makers. We cannot move the markets as retail investors. However, we can look at these candles and these patterns, and we can look for opportunities where we can hitch a ride with the market makers. So I'll get off. I'll upload this. Guys, if you find this video of any use or you find it interesting, please give us a retweet and a like. It really helps the algorithms, helps us grow. And I really appreciate that. Have a great day, guys. 11:44 a.m. Still plenty of time to go with the markets today. Looks like there could be some nice opportunities with AVCT. Let's see how these candles close out, and I'll catch you guys knocking around.